What qualities do you think it's important for a policeman to have?
Big fists.
Generosity.
Quick judgment.
Brains?
Well, usually that's true, but not in this town in Connecticut that we went to.
All right.
Yeah, if you have no brains, you're going to do well. But if you got brains, well, our correspondent Jay Martell will show you what I mean.
In the Connecticut town of New London, a man was turned down by the local police department for scoring too high on an intelligence test. Meet Robert Jordan, bird lover, and a guy who's just too darn bright to be a police officer.
The personnel director said they didn't want to hire somebody with too high an IQ to be a cop in that town because he thought that anyone who was reasonably intelligent would quickly become bored with the tasks associated with being a patrol officer.
What's the test that you took that eliminated you from consideration for police work?
The Wonderlic.
The Wonderlic is a test used by hundreds of police departments and other employers to determine who to hire. Robert Jordan wasn't hired because he answered too many questions like this one correctly. In the set of the words below, which word is different from the others? Beef, mackerel, veal, bacon, or lamb? According to the Wonderlic, Robert's score qualified him to be a lawyer, but it was too high for him to be a cop. Well, if you ask me, I want any cop patrolling my street to know the difference between meat and a mackerel. I went to talk to Richard Brown, the town manager of New London and the man responsible for rejecting Robert Jordan's application.
What the test did was establish various ranges, and through some statistical correlation, they determined that people within certain ranges achieved a degree of job satisfaction and were likely to be happy and therefore stay on the job.
See, this is the Wonderlic score preferred for police, and here it is for insurance salesmen. And it's actually higher for insurance salesmen, and I'm just wondering, if you wanted to call a cop, you'd want someone who was smarter than an insurance salesman, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily? I couldn't believe anyone would actually want dumb cops. I needed to make sure that town manager wasn't pulling my leg. In the set of the words below, which word is different from the others? Beef, mackerel, veal, bacon, or lamb?
Can't say as I know, sir.
If I ordered 3 donuts at 25 cents each, how much would the total be?
We got to drive over to New Haven, 150 miles. If we drive the speed limit, how long will it take us? To New Haven, 150 miles?
I don't know, you have to, 55 miles an hour. I don't know how many miles to New Haven.
150.
150?
Right.
I don't know.
We're driving to Hartford. It's 150 miles away. If we drive
Hartford is 30 miles away.
It's 30 miles away? If we drive the speed limit, how long will we get?
45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you with the New London Police?
No.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Excuse me, officer. How far is it to Hartford? Okay.
Yeah, they were dumb all right, and I wasn't the only guy who knew it.
There's plenty of times I should have been in jail for things and they was not on point enough.
Oh, really? They didn't catch? They weren't even that close?
They get things late, you know what I mean?
They're always like 2 or 3 beats behind, sounds like.
Yeah.
It doesn't concern you at all that the criminals may be testing higher than the cops?
Nope. Doesn't concern me at all. My job is to enforce crime, that's all.
Enforce crime? You really say enforce crime?
This wasn't good. There had to be some way to get smarter cops on the streets.
What was your score?
33.
What did they say someone who would be a good cop would score?
21 to 26 was the ideal score according to the Wonderlic organization.
So if you had just missed 7 answers, you might have been in like Flynn.
I would have been successful in my quest.
Well, if Robert needed a lower test score, I could help. After a day of busy preparation, Robert was ready to retake the Wonderlic.
Ready?
And it was vital to the safety of the community that Robert score very, very low.
Land where my fathers died. We're done, Bob. Perfect, Bob. 21. You did it, man. You're gonna be a cop. Come on, man. Let's go down to City Hall. Town manager's gonna hire you as soon as he sees this. Look, Mr. Jordan's here, and he retook the test here. Look, he didn't score very well at all this time. It was 21. He scored 21. See, I spent the whole day with him, and he's really not that bright. He's been working on this Rubik's Cube all morning. Right here.
I am asking you to leave.
He's had this dream of being a cop all his life, and it's just, this test is in the way, but we figured out
What
ways
part
to
of
dumb
what
him down.
part of me telling you that this is true that you don't understand?
Well, the part I didn't understand is you not taking this test and
Okay.
saying that you would consider
All right,
it.
if you aren't going to leave my office, then I will leave, and we're done. And if you don't leave the building in a few minutes, then I will have you removed.
By who? He couldn't bear to say it.
We must have killed like 2 or 3 million brain cells today alone.
Thank you.
That wasn't exactly the response we were hoping for. Don't you think that the citizens might want like smarter cops? Sir,
I was beginning to get the feeling that Robert Jordan would never be a New London police officer. But I did know someone who might need a smart cop.
We like smart cops on our show, and that's why tonight we decided to give Robert a job right here on our staff to be one of our security guards. So, you know, we appreciate your intelligence. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for the opportunity you afforded me here.
Well, it's great to have you here. And by the way, what's the square root of 36?
I think it might be 6.
No, she man, see, I told you, we got the right guy. Okay, listen, it's stop and frisk night here, so I need you to go and frisk some, like maybe that guy standing over there watching us. Just go frisk him and frisk anybody else you see around me here tonight, okay? All right. We'll be back with more of Stop and Frisk Night right here on the Awful Truth right after this.